So, if you've been thinking about starting a business online and you're not sure where to start or how to go about it, then this video is for you. Grab a pen, grab a paper, and take notes, not just listen. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be going through 7 things that you need to do in order to start a business online, grow, and run it successfully. If you're new to this channel, my name is Ifiok. I own a clothing brand, an online clothing brand called MAD Collection, and it's available on madcollection.com. We also post lifestyle and motherhood related content on this channel as well. So if that's something you're interested in, you can consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and turn on the bell icon so when I post any upcoming videos, you get notified. So we'll just get right into it. So first things first, you need to research your market. So you need to know what you want to do. Do you want to do a product based business or would you want to do a service based business? Because those are two different things. Now, product is maybe if it's a product you're making or if it's something you're buying from someone and reselling it, whatever it is a physical, an actual physical product or a digital product. And then we also have service based businesses. So these are like services you're rendering to a customer or to a client, either like you're making someone's hair in a hair salon, or you're mowing someone's lawn, or you're doing like child minding services. Those are like services you're actually offering to someone in exchange for monetary value or whatever it is, however you decide to get paid. But the focus of this business will mostly be about product based businesses, running product based businesses online. And the things I'm going to be listing would pretty much work for either product based or service based business. You have to build an online tribe or an online presence. So while you're trying to create a website or you're trying to get the products in, so important. And I cannot overemphasize having an online presence because no matter how beautiful your product is, if no one knows you exist, then you're pretty much wasting your time. So having an online presence, creating a tribe online is always important. And there's so many ways to do it, especially in this technology age. So you've got Instagram as a platform where you can post ideas or post things related to your business. So even before you launch, at least you can like give people tasters or um, things they can expect when the brand actually goes live. So those there are short form videos, reels, pictures that you can post on Instagram, and if it goes viral, or if it does very well, then you know that you have people waiting on to jump on when your brand actually goes live. You can also use Facebook to post things. So while you post on Instagram, you can also share the same content on Facebook. And the same content can also be recycled on TikTok, but TikTok only uses videos. So whatever reels you post on Instagram, you can recycle the same reels and post on TikTok. It can also create those same reels to use on YouTube Shorts. So there are so many channels, even Pinterest as well, Twitter. There's so many channels you can use to grow an online presence so people are ready and set for when you come or when you go live and you know what to expect. The next thing you need to do is create a website. Now, you can either start with creating your own website from scratch, and there's so many platforms to do this. I personally use Shopify, and that's the only platform I've always used. So I don't know how any other platform works, but Shopify is a good place to start if you're using if you want to create your own website. If not, there are other like third party platforms where you can start posting things on, and they bring their own traffic as well. So platforms like Etsy, which is also another third party platform I currently use. Etsy brings traffic for you. So people come on Etsy to search for things or to buy things, and they can easily find your shop if your shop is optimized to be found. People also use Amazon. I'm not sure how Amazon works. I've never used that before, but that's a platform you can also like look into selling on, and eBay as well. So I think those are like the three main platforms I can think about right now that people actually use to sell products when they start. And obviously, because when you start from creating your website, you do not have you have to bring in your own traffic. But when you're using all these other third-party platforms, they help in like getting customers or eyes on your product. So you can run them simultaneously, or you can start with one and then move to a website. The next thing is in a marketing plan. So my third option, which was building an online presence, kind of ties into this creating a marketing plan. And one thing I need to mention when you're creating a website, make sure you're also creating an email list, because that way you can collect a lot of emails that you can also market to, which is also a way to market your products and services online to get an email list. And there's so many apps to use. So if you're using Shopify, there's OmniSend and there is Clavio. I currently use OmniSend. I know it's not as popular as Clavio. I've looked into moving to Clavio, but I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. But OmniSend does what I wanted to do, and it's actually a fantastic marketing tool to create an email marketing campaign. So when you go live, you can send emails out to people to say, yes, we're live. This is what to expect. Other ways to get like traffic or get people to get more eyes on your brand, apart from like doing the organic way, is to run ads. There are so many platforms you can use to run ads as well. So Facebook and Instagram ads, which is I think is the most popular of them all. You can run ads. You need to get like a business manager, and there's so much detail that goes into running a Facebook and Instagram ads. Or you can also run Google ads. You can also run TikTok ads, which does quite well as well. Running ads on Pinterest. So there's so many platforms you can run ads on, even on Snapchat as well. Snapchat as well. So the other thing you need to think about when creating a business online is thinking about the logistics. Now, this is very important. Inventory, um, how you're going to source for your products, where you're going to source them from, how long it's going to take, and all of that needs to be thought about like while you're creating your website. So there are places where you can get things wholesale, so sites like AliExpress or Alibaba, depending on the type of products you're trying to get into the market. Or if it's handmade products, where you're going to be sourcing the materials you're going to be using to make the products. So for my products, I've got tailors that actually make the clothes I sell on my website. So I just design everything. We get samples made before we mass produce them, and that way we're able to like test things out and try things out before things go out into the public. So those are things you need to think about. Next thing you think about is shipping. Now, where do you want to ship your product to? Where are your target audiences? Would you want to be able to find your product and order it and ship it? My best option will usually be ship worldwide if you can, because that way you're able to get more people to order your things. And then when you're running your ads, you also need to know target audiences. Is it worldwide, or is it in a particular location? If it's a service-based business, then it makes sense to like do it in a particular location within X amount of miles. So when thinking of shipping, there's so many companies or couriers you can use for shipping. So in the UK, we've got like so many shipping options. I usually use Royal Mail for local shipping, depending. So right now, I use UPS. I've tried using DPD in the past. Again, it was a headache. So I've left that as well. So currently working with UPS, and so far so good. They've been really up to it. I use them for my local shipping, at least 85% of my local shipping, and I also use them for my international orders. Actually, all of my international orders. I used to use DHL before, but their prices went from just like flew up, and I'm like, no way, I'm not doing this. When it comes to shipping as well, you also need to think of the items you need to send the items. So what you need to send the items to the customers. So like shipping packages, weighing or measuring scale, so that everything is done nicely. And most couriers would usually have online platforms where you can go and fill out all this information, and they can also come pick it up from you, so you don't even need to go anywhere. Pick it up and then deliver it right to the customer's address. So those are things you need to think about. Launch that product. I think that is one place where people actually like take their precious time. Obviously, you want a product that would be like say perfect, but you also want to be able to just try out. Even if you want to start with one item, just start with one item. So when I started my brand, I didn't have this many products. I started with making, and I used to make the products myself then. So I started with making just skirts, and they were midi skirts, circle skirts, gathered skirts. It was just skirts. We started with skirts, and then we saw how the market was moving, testing things out, changing things. That's the thing. Just when you start, you're able to make so many changes, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. You cannot be perfect when you start unless you have like all the gurus in place working for you as soon as you launch the business. But if it's a small business, more likely than not, you're going to be the only one doing most of the things yourself. So just get things out in the open, get people's feedback, see what they say about the product, and see how to make changes to the product as well. And do not be scared to make mistakes, do not be scared to fail. But the only thing I would say is you have to be consistent. Just keep going until you find the perfect um, product that works for you. The thing to also think about is registering the business. So depending on how you can start a business without registering it, but it's mostly always a good idea to register the business. So in the UK, there are places you can go on the company's house or gov.uk site and get your business registered. Is not it's not a lot. I think it's about I know it's not more than £30 to get your business registered, and they usually answer like that quickly. To get your business registered, get a business bank account, obviously because you want people to be able to pay you into an account when you finally make a sale. Like I remember the very first sale I made, even though I've gotten like thousands of sales now, I literally remember the very first sale I made, and stay consistent. Most times you can launch a business or launch a product and it doesn't go as good as you expect it to be. Obviously, there are people that launch businesses and it literally like flies off the shelf. If they're so people that are already like popular, they've got like online presence, people know them, they know what to expect. Most times they launch businesses and it just skyrockets like literally people are queuing online to get the product. And there are times where you launch the business, and if you don't have an online presence or people do not know you that much, and it's basically just family and friends just supporting your business, then like things can be a bit slow. But what you need to do is stay consistent. Consistency. I cannot overemphasize the importance of being consistent with your online presence. We're trying to learn how to market your product. So, like Facebook ads, Instagram ads, TikTok ads, whatever you need to do to make sure you've got eyeballs on your products, and also like just get people to have a look on your website, see what changes you can make, how you can make it better. So I did that to my website about I think it was 2020. So before I decided to go, uh, before I decided to run my business full time, I've got like a group of like some of my girlfriends. I just sent them the website and just said, can you have a look on my website and see what changes I can make, things I can implement, or things I can take out. I got quite a lot of like good feedback from just doing that survey, because obviously you've created it, you kind of know what you want, but then it also takes somebody else looking at it from the outside in and also able to like make suggestions that you can implement. So that quite a lot of suggestions I got on the website, and I've been able to implement those changes. Some of them I am still implementing the changes, and it's just worked out really well. So get people to review your website, just make sure that it's doing what it needs to do, and you're also able to work out the customer journey from end to end. So act like you're the customer. Does it work well for you? If it doesn't work well for you, then the chances that it will work well for your customers is very little. Make sure you're offering as best product as possible. So what makes you stand out from people that are already in the market? Because most of the times you see that the product you're trying to offer, it's not coming from the moon, it's not falling off the sky. People are already doing what you're currently doing. 90% of the time. So you need to think about what you can do to make your product stand out or be a bit different to what is currently on in the market. So yeah, that's it guys. So hopefully you've enjoyed the content of this video. If you have, please give us a like, thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and turn on the bell icon so you get notified when I post any upcoming videos in future. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.